Hey guys, Furo here, and today we will talk about some huge news for Hearthstone. After all the negativity and bad decisions over the last couple of weeks and months for the game, it looks like Blizzard is finally feeling the rising competition in form of games like Gwent, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links or Shadowverse. All three games are rising quite fast, eating portions of Hearthstone market share, which is also partially because of Blizzard's own uninspired design choices with the last couple of card releases. With this in mind, I was on a personal level very interested what Team 5 has planned for the upcoming month for the game. They revealed their roadmap for the year 2017 yesterday with some interesting changes laying ahead. So let me walk you through all the changes that are coming. First things first, the next standard year is called Year of the Mammoth, so let's wave goodbye to the Year of the Kraken, which was secretly called Year of the Shamans. With the next first major expansion for the year that is most likely coming April, Standard is losing the adventures Blackrock Mountain and League of Explorers, alongside the overall weak expansion the Grand Tournament. So far, these are more or less old news, but now it's getting interesting. To keep things fresher, Blizzard is introducing a new set called the Hall of Fame. This set will not only include every card that is currently in the reward set, but also cards that are moving out of the classic set. Yes, you heard it right. Specific iconic classic cards will move out of the set and into a new set which is not usable in Standard anymore. That means that cards are used in nearly every deck have a high chance to get hit by the Fame Hammer and dropping out of the Standard for good. For the start, Blizzard decided to include 6 cards from the classic set to the Hall of Fame set. The 3 neutral cards Drake, Sylvanas Windrunner and Ragnaros the Firelord, alongside 3 class cards in form of Power Overwhelming, Ice Lance and Conceal. All those 6 cards can still be played in Wild of course, but Standard will be no more once the Year of the Mammoth starts. In my opinion, all 6 cards make sense, so you might argue that Ice Lance is only played in a single deck and Alexstrasza might have been a more universal approach. Losing iconic cards like Ragnaros or Sylvanas might leave a bad taste in the mind of many players who drafted the cards in the promise that nothing in the classic set will ever change, so Blizzard is a bit in trouble with the decision. The solution to this dilemma is, at least for me, unexpected generous for Team 5. Once the Hall of Fame set is released, everyone will get the full dust value for the cards up to the maximum of cards you can use in a deck. That means for Sylvanas and Ragnaros you're getting 1600 dust each, while still keeping the cards. It is getting even more if you have the golden versions of the cards, then you will sit at 3200 dust each. Definitely the right way to handle the situation, and that's 2 free legendaries from the next expansion for most of the player base. While that might be a painful pill to swallow for part of the player base, it is absolutely vital for the long-term playability of the game to change the classic set. I said it before and the changes that are coming are a sign of it, but there's no way that a set as big as the classic set will be the same forever. Otherwise, you will still play with the same 50% of old cards in your deck in 5 years time. That wouldn't be a good outlook, so expect way more changes to the set in the future. So far, not a word on new cards for the classic set, like Reno Jackson for example, but I would expect that in the near future new cards will also be added to it. Instead of a constant card set, you will then get good cards for a longer period of time, but always with an invisible expiry date on it. The next big change that was announced might not be in the taste of everyone. Starting this year, Blizzard is getting rid of adventures and instead doing 3 full expansions. While the adventure feeling was always great, introducing a 3rd expansion per year will add another 100 cards to the card pool, which should lead to a higher amount of playable cards. At least that is what I hope for. To offset the loss of adventures, the team is trying to make expansions more adventurous with optional single-player missions that are going for the expansion thematic narratives and offer fun challenges. This should start with the 2nd expansion of the year. Many people love the adventures in Hearthstone, so I hope that they find a good replacement for those inside an expansion. For now I'm happy with more cards to play, whereas Blizzard is surely loving that extra money that an additional expansion will provide. Let's face it, the adventures are way more cheaper than any expansion can ever be. As you can see in the picture for the next sets, it really looks like we are getting the Lost Secrets of Un'Goro as the next expansion. Better be prepared for some huge dino beasts in the future. Guess Hunter is getting great again. The next point that were introduced are not too exciting in my opinion. First of all, they were talking about how Wild will get more support in the future. Support in this case means they are planning a Wild format heroic brawl sometime in the summer, and furthermore trying to have third-party organizers who are interested in doing Wild format tournaments. Nothing too fancy really, so I don't think that it is worth going into too much detail here. What is more fancy is definitely the free stuff that is coming. In the weeks before the next expansion is released, they will introduce for the first time ever daily login rewards, which will include dust, gold, expansion packs and other surprises. Other card games are doing daily login rewards for ages, so it is nice that Hearthstone is playing along, at least for a few weeks, and who knows, maybe they are doing that on a more regular basis. The extra surprises are probably card packs or maybe some special cards for the expansion, but maybe they will also find an unexpected way to reward the player base. I'm definitely looking forward to get some extra rewards every time I log in. And speaking about free rewards, the last big free giveaway they are doing is a new hero, and this time you can get him really easy. After the expansion hits, you just need to win 10 games in standard, ranked or casual mode to get the new rogue hero Naive Shadowsong. I'm not familiar with the World of Warcraft lore, so seriously not a clue who that is, but another hero is a thing I like, so thumbs up for that. And that is basically it for all the new information we got. So far I'm happy with the stuff that was announced. Nonetheless, Team 5 and Blizzard has to prove that Hearthstone is still a fun experience. All eyes are now laying on the next set that is coming in probably 6 to 8 weeks. If the set is again underwhelming like Karazhan and GADGETZAN, the slow but unavoidable decrease in the player base might keep on going. The outlook is surely better than a few weeks ago, and my fingers are crossed for some crazy new mechanics inside the dinosaur theme. For more information around Hearthstone and other digital card games, check out my channel. Thank you for watching and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you then.